Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about some nice features in Excel which can make your day-to-day life easier with data. So without a delay, let's start with those. So I'm going to show you how to transpose data, how to sort and filter data, how to create table and use table features, how to create and use drop-down list, how to analyze data, how to create charts, and how to add sparklines to your data in Excel. So without a delay, let's get started. But before that, if you are first time here on my channel and you didn't subscribe my channel yet, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I post videos on Microsoft Excel and Power BI regularly on this channel. So without a delay, let me open the Microsoft Excel, and here I have this table which has 2 rows and 6 columns. I wanted to transpose this data, meaning I wanted to create 2 columns and 6 rows. So for that, I'm going to select it, and by using Ctrl C, I copy it, and then I wanted to transpose my data table here in this cell. So I select that cell, and from the Home tab on the clipboard group, I'm going to select a paste, and there is the option to transpose. So easily I can transpose data like that. I also can transpose data by using transpose function. So for that, I'm going to select the transpose table which is 2 columns and 6 rows, and then by selecting all of those cells, I'm going to enter is equal to and use the transpose functions. And then as you can see here, I need to give an array. So I'm going to select this all cells. So my range is there. Now I'm going to close the bracket, round bracket, and now I'm going to use a Control Shift and Enter, and that way also you can transpose your data. Now let's see how we can sort and filter data. For that, I have these 2 tables. For the first table, I'm going to select all the cells in a table, and then from the Home tab, from the ribbon and editing group, I have option here, sort and filter. So if I click on that, I'm going to click on this filter, and as you can see here, I have now this drop down list, and I can click on that, and now I can sort my data A to Z. This is the text column. If there is a number column, then you can see the smallest to largest or largest to smallest sorting option. So I can do that. If you have a color in your data, you can sort by color as well. So I'm going to select all cells in table, and again sort and filter, and then filter. And now I can filter it or sort it by color, so that I can also filter it by color as well, like that. And I can remove the filter as well. I can, for this number column, I can use the number filter as well, like above average. So you can see that it only chose, so Microsoft Excel understands that column average, and here it shows only above average. If you choose below average, then it also shows below average. You can use a custom filter, you can use a between filter, you can also use a top 10. So in our case, there is only 6 entries, so I can see top 2. So those. So that is about filter and sorting. Let's see now how we can create the drop down list. So for that, I have this table here which has 2 columns, food and department. In food, I have fruits here, and I have bakery, and I have meat. So for those three, I wanted to create my three different departments. To create that, I'm going to select all cells under the department, and then from the data menu in this data tools group, I have this option where I can click and I can select this data validation. So let me select it, and now I need to choose it from this drop down menu. So I'm going to choose list because I have more than one value. So list, and then I can give my list manually here. So let me do that first. So I'm going to put it produce. I'm going to put it my categories, my department names here. So produce, and then comma, and then meat, comma, and then bakery. And I'm going to click OK. So you have to have a comma in between your categories, and then I'm going to click OK. And you can see here now I have this drop down menu, and I can choose here accordingly in each row. So like that. So in future, let's say I have few more entries in a department. In that case, I wanted to manage it little bit better way. So what I do that I have to create another table separately. So I'm going to create that column or table here, department, and then I will have this three entry, produce, meat, and bakery. And I'm going to create a table for this. So to create a table, just select all of the entries, and I can click Ctrl T, which creates the table. And then my table has a header as well. So my table has header. I'm just going to check that and click OK. Now this is a table, and if I go back to here, select all of these sales under the department column, and I'm going to go back to the data tab, and I'm going to validate it differently. So for that, I'm going to select this data validation. And now I don't need these manual entries. So I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to click on this and get these entries here. So these three here, and enter. And then I'm going to click OK. So for example, now I'm getting same options here and I'm using it. But let's say I have now new entry, and if I'm produce, and if I wanted to add that entry, in that case I can straight away go ahead here, and I'm just going to put it new entry here, and my table expanded. So in that case, let's say if I have here new entry, and I'm going to expand this one as well. So you can see here I have this option now, dairy. So that way you can create your drop down list as well. Now let's look at the table. So I have this data here, and I need to click on this any cell, and then I need to go to this insert menu, and then I have this option here under the table. So if I click on that, and that creates the table, it's asking me, it's selecting all sales in that around that sale, and this checkbox as well clicked. My table has a headers, which is right, and then if I click on that, I have that table now, and I can add anything here like you saw in the previous table as well. If I add anything here and enter, then it adds the row here. If I enter anything here like January, it adds the column here. It also, if I use this resize button, resize option here on the table, and if I, let's say, add two columns, and then you can see here it even continues the month. So that is about the table. One more thing here, I have another table here, and now I click on an any cell, and then I can see here while I'm in the table, I have this option here, table design. If I click on that, and if you click on this table style options and table row, and you see here I have my total here. It added one row here in the table showing total and then total. And also if I select that cell, I have a drop down menu here, and I can make it maybe average or anything. I can use any other function. So that is about the table features. Yes, also if I, let's say if I remove these three, if I delete these columns, and let me enter something, insert column, and now if I have a column, I have this column which I'm going to give a name total. And so by selecting the first cell, I'm going to click on use Alt key and is equal to and enter. So by using Alt and is equal to, you can see it summing up these three columns, and then if I enter, then I have all rows sums in that column. Now let's look at how we can analyze data in Excel. For that, I have this table here, and if I select all of them, then I have this small symbol here, quick analysis, and which has a shortcut key Control Q. If I click on that, there are a couple of options. Formatting, so you can use your data bars or colors, depends on the conditional formatting. You can use icons here. You can use a greater. You can use text and clear, all of these options for formatting. If I click on this chart, I can quickly add a chart here. So you can see if I add this, for example, there is a chart just within one click. I'm going to remove that for now, and let's look at other functions. So all the charts you can add here. You can add your total, average, count, percentage. So you can see in the last row here, and it added another row, and it shows all this. So you can do that. There are a lot more options. So total here on the columns as well. You can see all of this running total for the rows as well. If I click on this table, you can add a pivot table here easily, by using the different options in a table. It can create the pivot table quickly. And also you can add sparklines, for example this. So these three data bars are based on these three values. So you can easily add the sparklines here. And now let me quickly show you how you can insert a chart. If you go on the insert menu, and there is a charts group, and if you click on this recommended chart, then you can use any recommended chart, for example this. And I have quickly my chart available here, and I have an option here, like if I click on this option, then I can add axis title. So you can see that. I can add data labels here, the data table here. I can use the error bar here, a grid line, legend. I can use a trend line. I can add a trend line here for both of the series. So I can add that. And you can format your chart. You can choose the style or the color for the chart, for example. And then in this filter, you can filter straight away data. If you remove any year or something, you can do that. So all of this is just a click away in Excel. So guys, this is all about these features in this video. If you like the content of the video, then please comment, like, share and subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching.